Alright, part 2. We're going after this left side object detection module issue. So the first step, we're going to look up these codes and what it requires to set them. DTC index. And the first one is that B101 Delta-00 for the hardware issue. Now that is a communication fault, guys. So if you're having trouble finding it in here, what you can do is go back, go to your service manual, go to a keyword search. Oop, hold on. My session timed out, so let's just type in that code. So we got a B101D search. And you'll see right here. Oop, I keep hitting buttons I don't want to. Okay, so click on this. Alright. And you're gonna see it right here. And they're gonna give you all this information, so let's look at it. So they want you to do this. So you can read through that if you like. I already did. Electronic control unit hardware. There's our conditions. So for symptom byte information, go to symptom byte list. So let's go to that. Now we had a subcode of 00. This subtype is used for failures that cannot be assigned to a specific subtype. No additional information is available. So go back. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to follow me here. Go back, please. There we go. Alright. The internal fault detection is handled inside the device. The symptom byte information is engineering reference only. No external circuit diagnosis is involved. Conditions for running it. The device runs the program to detect an internal fault when power up is commanded. The only requirements are voltage and ground. This program runs even if the voltage is out of valid operating range. The keyless entry control module will set this DTC with symptom byte 39 when the keyless entry control module antenna is activated. When that doesn't apply to us. Conditions for setting the DTC. The device has detected an internal malfunction. Actions taken. Once it sets, the device refuses all additional inputs. Conditions for clearing the DTC. A current DTC clears when the malfunction is no longer present. A history DTC clears when the device ignition cycle counter reaches the reset threshold of 50 without repeat of the malfunction. Diagnostic aids. This DTC may be stored as history DTC without affecting the operation of the device. Do not replace the device based on the DTC being set in history, with the exception of the following devices: K36 inflatable restraint module, or the passenger presence detection module. If DTC B0101 Delta is set as current, replace the appropriate device. Now ours was a historical code, guys. Here's our references. So if we want to look at communication schematics to find it, if we want the connector end view, which we'll get to that. And then circuit system verification. Alright, so verify this is not set. If the GT set is set with the symptom byte 43, program the device that set the DTC. Verify the DTC is not set. If the DTC sets, replace the device that set the DTC. If the DTC does not set, all okay. If the code is set with any other symptom byte except that 43, replace the device that set the DTC. So it's pretty straightforward. It's basically a bad module. Okay, but not necessarily. It could have lost power and ground and set this DTC, but given that we have that B094B-08 for the left side object detection control module signal invalid, we want to look at that. Now, let's, okay, So let's look at that what is it, B094 Bravo 08 real quick. That is going to be back out here, and what we're going to go to is table of contents. We're going to go to our DTC index, and because that's specific to the object detection system, it doesn't involve communication, we want to go to object detection system, park assist system, diagnostic trouble codes, and then we want to find the range B094B to B094C, and then we want to find our DTC descriptor, which is right there. Okay, now if we go down, circuit description, the B218 Lima, now we got to know that because that's how it's designated on the wiring diagrams and whatnot, for the left object module, or the right one, whichever, determines there's a fault due to a reason listed in the symptom byte. Ignition on, the control module has detected a malfunction, the side blind zone and rear cross traffic alert systems will not function. The DIC, or the Data Information Center, will display that warning that we were seeing. Conditions for clearing it. It'll clear once the function is not present. History clears once the control module ignition cycle reaches 50 or repeat malfunctions. So basically it self-resets. So if DTC B094B 58 or C is set, check anything that can interfere with the signal or the radar signal. Verify area in front of radar is clean of mud, ice, and snow. Also verify the fascia panels in front of the radar are damage-free. Now, this thing lives. I'll show you. Object detection schematics. So let's click on that. I'll show you real quick the schematic for it. Object detection. Okay, UFT is our RPO. You can find them in the glove box. So right here, you will see side object sensor left. Black is a shared ground with the right side one at G207. Rear view mirror glass driver shares the same ground with the outside rear view mirror glass passenger, so they'll share the same ground. So this is I imagine that's that's probably that's some kind of power feed or something, but we'll look this up, okay? And I'll show you. So we got a B positive feed coming from the side object sensor module that comes up and through, and okay, so the right side module supplies power to the left side module. Interesting. There's communication that takes place between the two, it looks like, on this dark green. And then we have our data comms line coming in for the low speed CAN, because I believe this is on the low speed CAN, if I was looking at that right. So let's exit out of that. We'll go back so we don't lose our spot. Where were we? Connector end views. So if we want to see what that connector and all of its wires are, we just got to find that. Now this is where you look for that code B2, what was it, B218 Lima. So let's find that real quick. I think it was down here if I remember right. Let me find it real quick, guys. Alright, so it's right here, B218 Lima. So again, I apologize for the length, but this is new to me, so. Okay, here we go. So there's the connector pins. Tells us rear bumper, the connector number, harness type, see the catalog, 8-way, so it's an 8-way sealed and it's black. More information on the connector, and then here is our colors of our wires that we were looking at, and it's nice because it'll say not occupied, low speed GM. So yeah, it is on the low speed landline serial data, and then here's the other one. And then we've got a driver's side object detection LED signal. That's that one that's coming from the when we were looking at the schematic. And then we get our battery positive voltage on the red white and our ground. So really all I'm worried about is looking at the data. We'll look at the signal. We'll look at these the battery. We'll make sure we got good battery voltage, and we'll make sure we got a good ground. So we'll keep this up. Well, we can come back to this. Let's keep reading. It's kind of how I do stuff when I don't know about the system, guys. Gives me a good understanding, and I feel a lot better when I go into it. Let's go back here. Okay, so conditions for clearing it, diagnostic aids, and that's pretty much it. Now, circuit system verification, ignition on. So this is just telling you. So basically, when you read this, if the DTC is set, program the appropriate. So that's talking about these ones, right? Those aren't set. So we'll go to the next one. If DTC is not set, verify that these DTCs, which ours is in here, right there, is not set. If DTC is set, replace the appropriate side object sensor module. So basically replace the module. So let's go find this thing under the bumper and take a quick visual of it. Make sure we ain't got any obvious things. Alright, so we're under the bumper, the rear bumper, and you can see that one there. That's our right side, passenger side module. And then our left side one. Hopefully you're going to be able to see it up there. It's kind of hidden behind that trailer harness that they got running there. You'll see the colors right on the connector. You can see the box right there. It's all full of dirt and crud. Okay, so that's our guy. We need to connect it. We need to get on that connector with the scope and just take a look at what we got, and then we'll load test the ground to the power, and if everything checks out, we're done. It needs a module. Now, before I go there, I'm going to hook up the Autel and make sure I can program this thing. Alright, so before we do that with the Autel, let's get out of this. And I want to show you guys something, how to find this thing, because this is where I had to go. So where you want to go, if you're trying to find it, is go to Accessories and Equipment, go to Collision Avoidance, Object Detection System Park Assist, click on it, Repair Instructions, Rear Object Alarm Control Module. Side Object Sensing Alert Module Replacement. Okay, and you'll see, I give you this nice little diagram. Okay, there's that connector, or there's the spot where it was mounted, and there's the module. Okay, remove the rear bumper fascia. So it's saying you take the bumper off. Procedure, disconnect the electrical connector. For programming and setup, go to Control Module References. Now that's important you go there. Slide module to release from bracket. So let's go to the module references. Now this is going to tell us basically programming information. So repair instruction for our, let's keep looking here. Actually, before we do that, right here, programming and setup. So if I just keep going down, where was it? Object alarm module programming and setup. Click on that, and it's going to tell you the following procedure. Service procedures require programming or setup event performed for complete repair. Park Assist Control Module replacement. If the Park Assist Control Module needs to be replaced, the following procedures must be performed. Connect a scan tool to verify and access SPS, Service Programming System. Perform the SPS function, Park Assist Control Module programming, and follow the on-screen instructions. Perform the SPS function, Park Assist Control Module configuration and setup, and follow the on-screen instructions. Clear the DTCs after completing the programming procedure. Reprogramming. Do not reprogram the Parking Assist Control Module unless directed by the service procedure or service bulletin. Connect scan tool. Basically it's saying the exact same thing. Clear the DTCs after completing the programming. Now I've cleared the DTCs out of this thing, so I'm curious to know if they're going to reset. Now before I do this, I'm just going to make sure the Autel does have the capability to program this. I believe it does, but I'm just going to double check that. Okay, alright, let's click on GM, standalone. Automatic selection. Read the VIN. Hit OK. Alright. 11/12/52. Yes. Alright, this has got the 2.4. Front seat heating control module. Does it matter? Will they look? Does it have heated seats? It sure does. What version does it have? Your guess is as good as mine. So, since I don't know, I'm just going to click one. Because I doubt it's going to matter for this, guys. Alright. Let's see. Hot functions. Nope, that's not where I want to be. Let's go back here. Apparently it's not going to let me go back. Why won't it let me go back? Let me try this again. Come on. That's weird. Hold on a second. I clicked in the wrong menu. Oh. Hold on a second. I did this all wrong. Alright, I just restarted. Just want to make sure I get all my options right. So, hot functions. Power liftgate. Let me go look. Yep. So it does have a power liftgate. We could have looked at the RPO too. Okay, now it's asking if it's got auto control single zone, and this is for the HVAC, or manual control single zone. So let me go check that. We could we could look at the module too, but I'm just going to check the RPO. Was it C67 or C68? It's C68 in the glove box on the RPO label. So C68, so it's an auto control single zone. Alright, these are all our modules now. Let's see here. Again, I'm new to this, guys. Trans adaptation. I'm going to steering once. Nope. Trans adaptation, TEC relearn, change tire size, TPMS, brake bleed, injector, seats, windows, and doors. What's that gonna? Windows, no. Interesting. Escape. So, let's go into diagnosis once. Let's go to control unit. Let's go to park assist control module. Special functions. CAN bus configuration learn. Let's click on that once. So is this what they're talking about? I have no idea. CAN bus configuration learn, is that it? Park assist control module. Let's see here. How about right side, left side object control detection module? Interesting. Okay. Active test maybe? Nope. So I wonder which way I'm going to take this. So we're going to take a peek in the Zeus and see what it's got. We'll activate it. Go into scanner. Hit OK. Hit OK. Again, guys, I don't know. You know, sometimes they tell you got to initialize them, and you know, is it the CAN bus configuration what we want to do? I mean, I have no idea. I might have to reach out to somebody who does know. What's going on here? Why is this being so slow? Come on. This is a front-wheel drive terrain. Okay. All right. Let's go into that object detection module. Side object detection left module. Functionals. Same thing as auto. How about the Park Assist module? Let's just go and troubleshoot her once. Reprogramming, relearn. Okay, the Park Assist module must be programmed with a proper calibration software. The module stores and utilizes information, however, it is not properly configured with the calibration software. The Park Assist control module will not control on all vehicles features properly. Ensure that the following conditions exist in order to prepare. Okay. Do not reprogram the Park Assist control module unless directed by the service procedure service bulletin. To program and set up an existing or a new replacement Park Assist control module, perform the following procedure. On the SPS controlled screen, UPA Park Assist control module programming, follow the on-screen instructions. If the object alarm module fails to accept the program, verify all scanner and Park Assist control module connections are secure. After the program is completed. Okay. Well. Park Assist switch LED. What's this? Okay. I'm doing some research, guys. That's all I'm doing. Well, module setup maybe? Yep, there's that configuration learn. Let's see what Snap-on says. Turn ignition off. Well, we're going to try this. Alright, so I turned the ignition off, hit continue. I jumped in the car, guys. Turn the ignition to the on position. Hit continue. Turn the ignition off. Hit continue. Test is complete. Hit exit. Okay, well, apparently I configured it. As far as what's going to happen here, I have no idea, guys. Did I just screw something up? Maybe. Alright, so let's go back out. Let me turn this off. Shut. Let's go exit, exit. Let's just do a quick code scan here. Now, I know we haven't done any checks down at the module, okay? I'm already thinking, well, pretty confident that we're going to need the module itself. But what I think we're going to go do is, now that I've done this and I cleared the codes, I'm going to go drive this again and see if I can get them to set, because you can see, wait for it, side object, just left side, no codes, okay? I don't know if you have to drive to set them. You know, could it be a connection problem? I have no idea, guys. So I'm going to go drive this, see if I can get them to set again. Manufacturer specific code. Not sure what that's all about, okay? So let me go drive it. Again, guys, this is learning. I got the lane assist on. I don't have the collision alert on. I don't think it's going to matter. And I'm just going to drive this now that I've got all the codes cleared. You know, are we dealing with something where that back, you know, module just had an issue with power, you know, at one point? And nope. Service side detection system came right back, so I did have to drive it. All right, that's cool. We'll turn around and go back to the shop. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I printed off the wiring diagram for this circuit, as well as the connector end view. Now you can see as we look at it, 1 through 8 is, you know, from right to left. Now it looks like we're going to put piercing probes on all these, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I want a good connection. I'm going to so that way I can unplug, plug it in, and put all my scope leads on at once and capture everything at once. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a power and a ground, the serial data, the low speed, and then of course our the signal. Okay, so we're going to check all 5 of these at once. Well, 4 of them, and then we'll have to switch over to check the other one. So I'm going to go after the low speed CAN, battery positive and ground, and then with those piercing probes in, we'll be able to take our test light and also load test those powers and those grounds as well. What else was I going to show you? Oh yeah, piercing probes. If you notice on my piercing probes, I number them 1, 4, all the way up to number 8. I think I got 8 of these, but the reason I number them is so that I can quickly see, and then I'll put the numbers to the corresponding colors, and then I can quickly tell what scope leads on what. So there's a reason why I do that.